Welcome back to the channel and to another new episode of 5 Things You Might Not Know. This, as always, is the 101. This one is episode number 29, but if you missed any of the previous episodes, check them out in the series playlist, link on the screen. And here we go yet again, this time episode 29 of 5 Things You Might Not Know about WWE 2K18. So let's kick this one off with a smaller thing but a cool thing, especially if you're a fan of the Bullet Club. Now earlier in the series we featured how during a tag team match, the Bullet Club's Young Bucks tag team move the Mountain Driver is called by its actual name during commentary. And it seems like that one is not the only Bullet Club reference in 2K18, because at times during a Finn Balor entrance, commentary will again mention how Finn Balor is rising like a bullet and they would like to be part of that club.
A lot of people are saying Finn Balor is going to the top of this industry with a bullet. You can include me in that club, Michael.
Again, obviously not a big thing, but still a nice touch there for the former leader of the Bullet Club. Next up with thing number 2, we're now covering some alternative animations for this year's carry and catch system. Now it's probably safe to say there is 2 common animations that you would have seen the majority of the time when using this feature, which includes one as a reversal of the Hurricanrana and this one as a reversal of a crossbody. But what you might not know is that these are not the only animations. Now often when catching a superstar larger than your own superstar, you'll see your superstar do a roll through motion when reversing a crossbody, which also works at times when using a cruiserweight generally. Also, when catching a larger opponent in the powerbomb position, you'll get to see this very slightly different animation, which now sees your superstar temporarily struggle to hold the weight of their opponent. When catching a much larger superstar, say a cruiserweight catching a heavyweight or even a super heavyweight, the weight system doesn't quite work as it probably should, because at times this new system will disappear and you'll see the return of the older generic animations, which include a generic catching powerbomb, in addition to a catching backbreaker. Moving on with thing number 3, more of a fun one, as we've now got some hardcore apron moves. Now whilst you already likely know how awesome apron moves can be when in combination with the carry system, what you might not know is how to make these moves a little more extreme. This is simply done by putting the ladder into this position and pushing the steel steps to where you want the ladder to be. As you can see, once positioned, this then makes for some pretty badass combinations. To take this one step further, you can also lay your opponent on the ladder on the apron before doing a move like Big E's apron splash, which again also creates even more painful looking moments. Next up, another fun one, as we're now covering a pretty awesome double AA moment. Now as we all know, there is a bunch of awesome AAs in the game, from an AA off a ladder to an AA on a car. But one version that we don't have in the game that Cena does do is the double AA on your opponent. Now whilst this move isn't in the game, we might just have the next best thing via one of this year's reversals. Because what you might not know is that the reversal of Ty Dillinger's Perfect 10 kind of resembles an AA, albeit a kneeling one. So once that move is reversed, you can then quickly hit your regular AA, which semi-resembles a double AA combo, which could make for a pretty epic match ending moment for John Cena. But last up today of our 5th and final inclusion, we have got yet another lesser known car animation. Now previously in this series we have covered how alternative car moves via the carry system are a thing, and we've also showcased how you can use the car door as a weapon. But continuing on from that, we're now showcasing how the trunk of the car can also be used. So this one is nice and simple. All you do is grapple your opponent when they're getting a weapon from the back of the car. And if timed correctly, this will result in this pretty nice and potentially lesser known car animation, which sees the trunk of the car then used as a weapon. And there we go with that one, another episode completed, which finishes up episode 29. As always, let me know in the comments if any of today's feature 5 things were new for you, and if you've enjoyed today's episode, then a like rating would be awesome to see. Stay tuned to the channel for another new episode in the series coming very soon. And with that said, until next time, this has been 101, and I will see you all on the next one.